How many people are around?
In this immediate area, pretty much nobody.
Well, Loft is a jerk, so...
I'm not trying to push you to be the most jerk, but...
We're about to head in that direction.
Yeah.
So... We're going to blow his head off.
Okay. Where you are, you would have to leap to get to close range.
I specifically stated a minute ago that I walked up to him.
Yeah, but there's only so close that you could get before he would get suspicious immediately.
Okay.
So he will be able to get a reaction on you, is basically what I'm saying.
Why not?
Okay. So you're leaping for him and...
Drawing the pistol. So, leap, pull out the gun.
Raptor screech.
Caca!
Oh, but he's going to miss.
Oh, so
yeah,
I'm flying through the air going, caca! A bullet flies past me.
Yeah, he whips out his gun, because it's in a holster, and fires it, misses, and now it's your move. Like, that was his reaction. It was your turn the whole time, but...
Okay, so I'm point blank, so I don't need to roll.
The way I want that to be is if you're point blank and he's on the ground. Like, if you've actually got a reason to, without any resistance, have your gun literally jammed up against a person. But this is not that kind of scenario, because he wouldn't let you just pin him down and put a gun against him.
Okay.
So there's going to have to be some sort of roll to get you into that position where you can then be point blank. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you want to insta-kill him, which is a shot to the head.
Okay. So is this going to be ballistics, or...
I'm guessing you're trying to tackle him?
No.
So you just want to...
My original plan was just literally to come up behind him and just put the gun up to the back of his head and pull the trigger.
Okay. But that's not going to work because he's facing you.
Yeah, so now it's more or less the same thing, but in his face.
Yeah, so you're trying to land in front of him and then jam the gun against his head.
Not really touching him, but just...
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Really close. So you can do that as a melee skill. As a weapon skill, rather. Because it's the same type of thing. You're trying to position your hand. So, go ahead and make a weapon skill.
5.
Well, that is going to work.
Yay.
You managed to jam the gun up, well, level the gun right on his face and shoot him.
Okay.
Which is, if not outright kill him, it's definitely going to stun him enough that you can then eliminate him.
Loft is a jerk.
Yep. Shot a dude in the face while he was waxing his home with his family inside. Okay. And then I'm guessing he'll take his gun because it's better than a service pistol.
Yes.
So.
And quickly check him for anything else, like if there's a security card on him for his ship, or a cred stick, or...
You're basically just going to take all his stuff. Okay. Anything that's valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have a knife. These aren't his main weapons, but he would have like his everyday carry stuff. Which would be a knife, some tools, water bottle. Oh, and everything in a satchel. So like keys and that kind of thing. Miscellaneous survival objects, keys to the key card to the vessel.
Okay.
But all that's really relevant is you have the key card, you have his gun, you have a knife.
Okay.
His gun's a 10mm.
Okay. Now I have to deal with the sun. How do I want to deal with the sun? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take and I'll put a tracking spec with sight on an object somewhere on the vicinity of the guy I just shot so that it can see him. And then I'm going to go and put the service pistol in the back of my pants and put his pistol in the same place so that they're both behind me and I can have my hand free.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk down but run down the corridor towards his ship.
Yeah.
Holler down it. First off, before I holler, is there any little alcoves or anything down this hallway, down the connection to the ship?
It's basically looks like a manhole that was fairly near the console.
Mm-hmm.
And currently the little carriage was in the up position, so you would just enter into the carriage and move it down to enter the ship.
Okay. So I'll get in the carriage, go down. Once I enter the ship, I'll just holler down the hallway and say...
Well, you don't enter at a hallway.
Okay, once I enter the ship, basically, I'll holler in there and ask if... oh my god, why can I not speak all of a sudden?
Guilt.
Oh, shut up. I'll yell, some guy up there just got shot.
Okay.
Is there anybody in here who can help me? And then I will stand on the little lift platform with my right arm pointed away from anybody who can come in there.
Loft is on the lift.
Shut up. I'm more or less trying to make it so that I can't be immediately like someone rounds the corner and goes, "Oh, it's Loft."
Yep.
That kind of thing, but also make it look not have it be where I'm hiding. Like I don't want to look like I'm hiding.
Yeah. So, and you'll enter into an airlock, and then through the airlock into the main room, and there are lockers to your right and just generally storage in this room.
Mm-hmm.
When you shout, nobody comes immediately.
Is there like an intercom system somewhere around?
Yeah, you can use an intercom system and just repeat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a masculine voice is going to...
A what?
Masculine.
Okay.
Voice is going to respond back and say, I'm on my way. After a short moment, someone you can presume to be the guy's son is going to walk in through the main door. He's got some light armor on. It looks basically like a football padding type
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
With a... You can't quite tell what it is. It's a one-handed weapon, but it's much larger than a normal pistol.
Great.
It's also fairly blocky.
I'm gonna get freaking burned by a las gun or something. Okay, well, as soon as he rounds the corner, or as soon as I see him,
yeah,
I'll take my left hand.
Oh.
What?
Would you have gone towards the door? What I'm wondering here is, would you be at the door waiting for someone to walk through it and then jam the gun against their head and repeat what you did to this guy to his dad? Or did to the dad to... You know what I mean. Or would you continue being diplomatic and get him into the airlock? The airlock only leads to that carriage, by the way. You can't space him.
Well, I originally didn't know what the orientation was of the ship, so I was originally just going to be diplomatic. But...
I mean, once entering this room, then that seems like it would occur to Loft.
Yeah, so then... Yeah, I'll probably go with that, but using the guy's gun, not the service pistol.
Oh, no. Okay. Agility.
For...
Being faster than this guy.
In what way? Getting to the door, or...?
Well, initiative, basically.
Oh.
You're
okay.
already at the door, but are you going to be able to jam the gun against him before he can react?
4. He got a 1.
Yeah, and we didn't do that correctly, actually, because that should have been contested.
Do you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not just because I'm being merciful, that's also because we just didn't do it correctly.
Yeah.
Oh.
1.
Also a 1.
Oh, great.
And another 1.
2. My agility is 8.
Okay. I'm guessing you would pull the trigger. Like, you're just going to try to do it and pull the trigger. You're not trying to pin him or anything.
Nope. Not
Okay.
trying to just bang. Just...
Which is exactly what he's going to do to you.
Well, okay.
Yeah, when you see somebody jamming a gun in your face, your first reaction is...
Yeah.
So...
4.
Okay.
So, a 6 damage.
Yeah. So, you take 7 damage.
Okay.
It hurt. Actually, you dealt 6 to him?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And it was a point-blank face shot.
Well, it wouldn't have been... This is just a flat-out, you exchanged fire.
Yeah.
You didn't, neither of you aimed because neither of you had the time to aim. And the reason that I did it like that is because your agility's tied.
Oh, really? They tied?
Yeah. His
Okay.
was just 1 better than yours. And then you made his roll 1 worse, so...
Okay.
Because, it was... He got a 9, you had 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was 9 versus 8, then you both rolled 1, then he rolled 1 while you rolled 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, tied. So now...
Interesting.
Yeah. So now, initiative.
Normal initiative?
Yeah.
I got a 6. My agility is...
Yeah, so you'll be able to move first. Yeah, you got a 6, he got a 13. Yours is only 1 difference, but that's a 7-point difference, so...
Is there anything I can do? No, not really.
So just a normal attack on the guy?
Yeah, just gonna shoot again. No, I'll just use Dirty Fighter again.
Okay.
and I will try to...
Kick him in the dick. I mean, I'm guessing that's what you're gonna do.
Well, I'm technically on his right or left, correct?
Yeah, but you could do a swinging kick.
I was just gonna do a side kick to the side of his knee.
Okay.
So blow out his knee.
Okay. Yeah, and see, he's hastily dressed. Like, he basically seemed to like he just put on the first thing he could.
Mm-hmm. Weapon skill, so I need to get a 8 or less.
Ooh, actually, you should put your health back up by 3.
Okay.
Because there was something I forgot about the gun. The one that he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah. The ones would have been non-functions.
Is it a laser gun?
Yeah.
So my feathers are burned.
But you're not blind.
Yet. I got a critical success on my 30 fighter roll.
Yeah, so do your damage. So 6. And then you deal that again because of the crit.
It's a 4, so that's...
So you dealt a grand total of 13?
Yeah.
Damage?
13 non-lethal damage.
No, it's lethal because it's thrown weapons.
Yeah, that's right. So 13 lethal damage to his knee. Now he has to try and do a body save to keep from receiving crippled for 1 turn. But it was also a crit, so what does that mean?
It means he gets disadvantage.
Oh.
At least.
What was that?
A 3 and a 6. Oh. So that means he passes both of those.
Okay.
So...
He does not get crippled.
Yeah.
But he still has Intimidated applied.
And you have all of your foot talons stuck in his thigh right now.
And that would be my action, so...
Yeah.
The only thing I have left is passive actions and reactions.
So Intimidate... That was willpower roll for whatever he had to do.
Yes, it's a willpower roll.
Okay. So, he failed his willpower roll, which means he's going to have to move away.
Okay.
So for his roll, for his move, he's going to go behind the door and slam it. Like, do the emergency close thing on his side.
Okay, I would like to use whoops on him closing the door.
Okay. Make your roll. And it's contested.
Contested luck.
Yep.
My luck is 10. That was a 1.
Yep.
And that's a 2.
Yeah, so that makes his roll a 6. So, yeah, he's going to slam for it, and his fist is going to miss.
Okay.
He's going to hit the wall. And yeah, once he's on the other side of the wall, yeah, well, you lose sight of him.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing now?
So it's back around to my turn?
Yep. He did his movement, then his action was trying to close the door, and since that failed, he doesn't get to try to do it again.
Okay. I want to step around the corner with the gun drawn, and then if he tries to shoot, use whoops again to stop the shot.
Okay.
And shoot. And I want to shoot.
Okay. So go ahead and make the contested luck roll.
Oh no.
So that's a critical fail.
Yes.
Well, it's a fail, like a greatest fail, and you roll it again.
A 2. So that lowers my luck by... My luck is 10, so a crit fail means that it gets dropped.
Yeah, so you rolled a 6, which means it starts at 6, and then it has your luck subtracted, so that's 10. Minus 6, so it's negative.
4.
You're at negative 4.
Yeah.
Now you have another 2 taken away, so it's negative 2.
So it's literally impossible for it to pass.
Well, unless his luck is because his is a 4.
Mm.
So it starts at 4. So if his is at least 6, which is the base.
Okay.
So yeah, your whoops fails.
Oh. I guess I'm going to get shot.
Well, you can use the precognition.
I still step around the corner, though.
Yeah, you still step around the corner, but now you can do something instead of whoops. And you mark your willpower down to that.
Yeah.
Can birds see the future?
Yes, they can.
This one can.
And it does not look bright.
No, it does look bright. Blindingly so.
Oh, hush.
Well, yeah, so you fail the whoops, and that's definitely a pass on his attack. It's hard to murder a whole family.
Oh, shut up, Ryan. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to take the shot and shoot, because I can't really do anything else, can I?
You don't have any way of holding up a shield or anything like that?
I have nothing to use as a shield.
Yeah. So, yeah, all you can do is make your own shot.
Okay. And I miss.
He doesn't, but on the bright side, you only take 5 damage.
Ooh.
I think now it's time for you to do a, well, okay, so you did your active and your move, so you have 2 passives.
Mm-hmm.
You also used one of your reactions to use whoops, and you used... Well, no. Precognition isn't anything special.
That's correct. It doesn't use up an action.
So you got 2 passive actions.
You said I took how much?
5.
I have 4 health.
Which, you got one more shot from this gun, and it's going to probably take you out.
Mm-hmm. Screw it.
Well, wait, how much weariness do you have?
I'm going to pass out.
Yeah. So,
there's no ifs, and, or buts about it. I will pass out.
Yeah.
But my hope is...
Because it's a minimum of 4 turns.
Yeah.
Which is a minimum of 4 weariness. And an average of 12.
And I have 19.
Oh, so you might not. Maybe.
So here's what my goal is.
Okay. And just saying, it's right about 50-50 that you'll get knocked out.
My goal is to use Deep Dive.
Yeah.
And beat the living snot out of him.
Which, he doesn't have much living snot left in him. So.
Yes. Once I am finished beating the living snot out of him, if I still have enough time to do it before I pass out, use the card, because I can still interact with things when in Deep Dive. I just have to be touching it to try and disconnect the ship from the Levangela.
Okay.
And basically, even if it's just floating, just get it away from the Levangela and then lock the ship down.
Okay.
Because then I'm going to pass out and I need to hope and pray that that the rest of the family doesn't come and poke around. So I want to try and lock the ship down.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is what my goal is.
Okay.
So let's see how many turns I stay out. That's 2, right?
Yeah, so that's 5 turns that you're out. So we will roll that, 5d6, once you come back in.
Okay. So again, butt naked again.
Yeah, so he sees you vanish and drop all your stuff. And he has no idea how to react to that.
Yeah, he really can't protect himself either.
Yeah, well, he has no reason to assume that you're about to attack him.
Okay.
Because he just saw you disappear and drop all your stuff after he just shot you. So he's like, what? So what he's going to do is head over this way.
Okay.
That's all he can do. He's waiting for he's trying to open the airlock.
Okay. I'll go beat the snot out of him.
I'll go F him up. Okay. Yeah, so make a melee attack of whatever type you're interested in.
Well,
dirty fighter.
Dirty fighter, because there's no reason not to.
Yeah. That's a 6.
6. So that lands.
5 damage to him. Where were you attacking?
I guess I should have said that beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just go for the back of the leg again.
Yeah.
Or not again, but just the back of the leg, right where the back of the knee.
Yeah.
Was that his body save?
Yep. And he passes both of them.
So he doesn't get crippled, but he still gets intimidated.
Well, yeah. And he was already intimidated. You refreshed intimidated. And geez, I wonder why there's an invisible thing that just kicked me in the leg. And so hard that it drew pretty significant blood. He's actually on his last well. You know, it kicked him in both of his legs, so he doesn't have any left. But the idiom, he's on his last legs.
Yeah. So I don't have any perks that give me the ability to attack again.
Yeah, but there's nothing he can do to you.
Other than move into the elevator and try to leave.
Yeah.
But would he, after being attacked like that? Or would he just turn around and start shooting?
Yeah, I know what he would do. He would go for the intercom and say, Mom, Dad's been shot. I'm dying. Lock down the ship. And then he's going to collapse onto the ground.
Oh, that's how close he was?
There's nothing else he can do. He's not dead. He's not unconscious, but he's bleeding badly. And he had 26 health.
Oh, he had way more health than I did.
Well, he's a human, and he's fairly stocky.
And he had armor.
You were actually in the armory.
Oh, really?
You're in basically like the prep room. So there are lockers with things in there. It's your turn.
Okay, I'll rip his throat out.
Okay. You did hear what he was saying, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the key card on me.
Yeah, okay. That was turn 3.
Yes.
So turn 3 of 5, you got 2 turns left. So ripping his throat out is an active action. So you'll just execute him, and he will die. Okay. There's no real test that you need to do. Now you've murdered 2 people.
Now I will go retrieve the key card.
Okay. So you will head from over here. What's your mobility?
6.
So you can, in that state, I think it was that you can move 1 mobility from the last place you made an action.
Yes, unless it counts as sprinting counts as a movement distance.
It does. So that would basically let you move double your movement.
Yeah.
So, yes, that'll let you move out into this little access way.
So will that put me where I was when I first...
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will retrieve the key card.
Now, you can't retrieve it exactly. You can interact with it, but you can't put it in your pockets or anything like that. So you can pick it up.
Pick up the key card. Go to a terminal or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you could access... Well, you would have to go back in here.
Okay.
Which would be next turn.
Okay.
So you're back in here. And you can go to a terminal.
And pray that I can put his credentials in and more or less make the ship only do what I say.
So you can't do that much.
Okay.
Because that's something that would have to be done from primary engineering.
Okay.
But what you could do is get a map of the ship, lock down this room, because the ship can only be locked by the room that it's in, unless it's in engineering.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just kind of so you don't lock yourself out of all the rooms.
Yeah.
So you can lock down the entrances and exits to this room, which can only be overridden from primary engineering.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And how many more turns do I have left?
That was your last turn.
Okay, so now I have to go back into reality.
Yeah. At the end of this turn, you re-enter reality and take some mental damage.
Okay. So let's see how much mental damage I take.
Okay.
This is either going to suck or suck hard.
All right. So you took 18.
Yes. Out of my 19.
Yeah.
So I have 1 left.
Yeah. You come back in and you're feeling...
This is also 6.
What do you... Oh, you mean the brainwash thing?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Do I get to watch another animal crap metal again?
Okay, so your backstory was essentially that you had been kidnapped and pressed into...
I was kidnapped by a Hong who rewrote my memories to make me think that my family had been killed by the Sanctus, and then he came in to stop me from getting myself killed by the Sanctus and taught me how to use my ghost abilities, and then basically sent me off to go try and infiltrate the Sanctus to bring them down from the inside out. And then I would send information back to him, and he would supposedly use that to try and destabilize the Sanctus.
Yeah.
So, according to what my character knows, my family is dead. They are not actually dead. They're actually alive.
Yeah. I feel like that revelation would be really messed up and on point right now.
Because of what I've just done?
Yeah, because you just murdered part of a family.
And that's what has been the driving force. It's been like, okay, so my family is dead.
Yeah, and now...
I have nothing really to lose, so I'm just going to be an basically.
So now you just realized, oh no.
So...
Yeah, that's the sort of leaf that falls off, where your family was not actually murdered.
But everything else I still believe?
Yeah. Since you just now murdered a family, you go, oh, exactly what I thought had happened to me, I've now done.
Well, crap.
And this is just you filtering into your head as you're leaning and panting against the console. Also, all you have on you is the key card, because everything else is on the other side of the door that's now shut.
Yeah.
So.
But you said I was in the armory.
Yeah, you're in the armory, naked, with a key card.
Mm-hmm. Can I use any of the panels or anything that are in here to see what's going on in the ship? Like, do I have access to security cameras or anything like that?
Yes, as long as you're not being locked out. You know, because this is the ancillary.
Mm-hmm.
This is, like, the redundancy one. So everything here could be blocked by everything in the primary engineering.
Yeah.
How is your hacking?
I have no training in hacking at all.
Okay. Then you have to use intelligence.
18.
That's definitely not going to work. It's just going to be like, I got no clue what I'm doing here. Yeah.
Have they actually locked the ship down by now?
No, because it's just been a matter of seconds.
Okay.
But you're not getting anywhere with your attempts to do anything else, or
okay.
seize control from here, or anything like that. and the doors here are locked.
Because of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've locked down the doors, and you can unlock them down pretty easily. It's just a toggle switch, essentially, using the key card as the permission. And it's obvious how to do that. But
is it possible to keep the external door locked, but unlock internal ones?
no, it's basically panic or not. So it's isolation on or off. And that only applies to this room.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even apply to this airlock directly.
So someone could still enter the ship?
Someone could enter the carriage and come down, but then they couldn't get through the security door that leads to that.
Okay.
So they could enter their side of the airlock, but not enter the security side of the airlock. I guess this is more like security than secondary engineering.
Okay. What kind of weapons are around?
Well, you can go investigate the locker.
Okay, I'll investigate the locker.
Okay.
Do I need to roll investigation?
No. Everything in there would be pretty much obvious. What size class are you?
5.
Okay. Humans are size 6 standard, so the guy's armor suits would not fit you perfectly.
Okay.
But they would, they would be too big rather than too small, so you can wear his armor. There's also a couple emergency medical kits and a few non-lethal grenades, as well as a long arm that you can't immediately identify. But actually, it doesn't really matter because those are too many. Yeah. Oh, well, the guy does have his weapon on him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that is one-handed.
So I'll grab
You'll pry it from his cold, dead hands.
I'll grab the gun. I'll grab 2 of the non-lethal grenades.
Okay.
And I'll just throw on do they have anything like a light ballistics vest?
Yeah. It's not light, but it's moderate.
Okay. I'll throw that on and then try and make my way to engineering.
Okay. So you're going to
unlock the doors.
Okay.
I'll head to engineering.
Okay. So to get to engineering would take you 8 turns. You'd have to walk to the security door, down the internal hallway, then down to the main hallway / running track, and then enter back into the main access way, and then up into engineering. So that would take you about a minute.
What's the distance in a straight line between me and engineering?
In a straight line which passes through bulkheads.
Yep.
I don't think you can do anything.
Yeah, I can.
You can't pass through materials.
I cannot.
Oh, but okay.
Farsight can.
So from where you are to... So that's 24 meters.
Oh, that's well within the range then.
Okay.
50 meters is the max range of Farsight.
Yeah. How much willpower do you have left?
5.
Okay. So go ahead and throw that. Make your perception check.
It's a 2, and my perception is 10, plus training in awareness or investigation, or insight, whichever one you want to choose.
It would probably be awareness to figure out exactly where it is relative to you.
So then that's a plus 2.
Yeah. So it lands on the interior wall of that module and looks inside, and you can see a young woman, like right around 14, working at one of the consoles.
Just one?
Yes. She is going very quickly at the console.
Okay. So I can move that the same distance that I can move in any direction for 1 turn.
Yeah.
How far is it to the access door from where I placed my Farsight? Basically from wherever it is to the hallway.
Okay.
I'm more or less trying to see if there's someone about to jump out of a hallway as soon as I go down that. Like jump out of a corner and try and hit me. Yeah, I basically want to move my eyes so that I can see if there's someone hiding around here so that when I come up here, I don't get jumped.
Yeah, that won't be able to make it on the other side of the door.
Okay.
In 1 movement. It'll take 2. If you want to keep it in ordered play, then you're not going to be able to do a whole lot. You could time skip, basically, is what I'm saying. And let happen what happens. Because you've got, 4 health left?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you just kind of have to hope that the armor will protect you completely against anything that they've got.
Screw it. I'm going to cancel Farsight and then sprint.
Okay.
And use the jump if I can without whacking my head.
So you're sprinting straight to engineering?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 7 turns to get there.
Even with the fact that I'm
You would just have to wait for doors to open.
Okay.
Because, like, each one of these sections is 16 meters long, so you can clear that entire section in one movement.
Okay.
But then you'd have to wait for the door. And you would actually be fatigued when you get here.
Well, I didn't want to use the jump every single time.
Okay, so you'll just, I guess, move at the speed that lets you not be fatigued.
Yeah.
So you'll get here in something more like 12 turns.
Okay.
So, yeah. Which basically means that this completes
What completes?
the countdown timer.